Hi, everyone. This is Veronica Williams. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I'm also a divorce and breakup coach, and I'm back. Yo soy Veronica Williams. Yo soy una consejera. Tengo una licencia en el estado de Texas y también soy un divorce y breakup coach y ya regresé. So today is Monday, November the 7th. And yes, I'm running a little late. I can't seem to be on time for the last, 2 weeks or three. So I apologize for that. I'll try my best to be on time next time. Or I should maybe just push it up to 6:45. Maybe then I'll be on time. I don't know. No sé. Disculpa que llegué tarde. He estado aquí tarde en este canal casi por 2 semanas se me hace. Así es que por favor discúlpenme. Tal vez tengo que cambiar el horario a las 6:45 Central Time Zone. ¿Quién sabe? A ver, vamos a ver. ¿De qué vamos a platicar hoy? What's going to be the main topic for today? So, last time I was talking about the amorous relationship, right? The partner that you have with your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other partner, right? And you either separated or you decided to go through a divorce. And I was saying, hire two professionals, someone like myself, right? A therapist or a coach to assist you in this process, especially to help you heal, and to hire an attorney because there's a lot of legalities, especially if you're going through a divorce, right? You have to split monies, property, you have to deal with all things the kids, even the pets, right? And visitation, and go through that type of experience. All right. So now that you have decided to go through your breakup and you're separating everything, or you have decided to go through that divorce, and let's say you're working with me, and you have a divorce attorney, and this way you can focus on yourself, on healing, on work, and moving forward in your life. So sometimes some of us during a divorce or a breakup, some of us decide to engage in unhealthy behaviors. What kind of unhealthy behaviors am I talking about here? So unhealthy behaviors, number one, drinking, drinking. Okay. So sometimes we think that we need to drink our problems away, or we need to numb ourselves. It's also called self medicating. And so that is the wrong thing to do. Why is it wrong? Well, because there's so many things that can happen when we're engaging in the unhealthy behavior of drinking. So, for example, once you've had two, three, four, five, the whole bottle, right? Or the whole 6 pack or 12 pack, you might get on your phone and then you're exchanging not so nice things with your soon to be ex. You're either texting inappropriate things, or you're making and leaving inappropriate messages or voicemails, or saying inappropriate things. Maybe if you were sober, you would not have made those phone calls to your soon to be ex or the in laws or the best friend. So we tend to lower the ability of our cognitions to function effectively, and we end up, to put it very direct, we end up fucking up. Okay. We end up making mistakes because our cognitions are not 100% there. And if we were completely sober, we would not make those decisions or even choose to make those type of comments. Okay. And you have to think about it, right? If you're going through a divorce or a breakup, and let's say you have kids, or even you're a mommy and daddy to fur balls, doggies, cats, whatever, right? You're still going to experience visitation. And so, most likely, you're still going to have to deal or work things out in some way or another with the soon to be ex. So, why continue to mess that up? If you have children, you're going to be part of that soon to be ex, maybe not in the legality of marriage, but you're still going to have to see this soon to be ex when it comes to time to drop off kids, pick up kids, school functions, dare I say weddings. Yeah, so I'm talking about even 10, 15, 20 years down the line. You're still going to have to interact with this soon to be ex. And how do you want that to be? I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather that be cordial. Just putting it out there. Okay. So another unhealthy behavior that some of us tend to engage in is, of course, self-medicating, not with alcohol, but with like weed. So I know in some states in the U.S. it's completely legal, but we tend to overdo it, especially when we're experiencing a roller coaster of emotions and going through a divorce or a breakup. So I'm going to tell you, lay off that stuff. Some of us tend to engage in other things. Maybe you might decide at that point to experiment with drugs, cocaine, crack. Crack is still around. It wasn't just an 80s drug, right? Or speed, PCP, those things are still around. And I would say don't engage in those things because that will put you on the fast track to nowhere, right? And you might even lose custody of your fur babies or your children. So not a good route. Okay, so self-medicating things. How other In what other behaviors can we engage in self-medicating? Sex. You know that old saying, to get over someone, you have to get under somebody else? That shit don't work. You're still self-medicating, but it's now with sex. So in the process of self-medicating with sex, you might one day be told by a doctor that, oh, you pop positive on herpes. Can't get rid of herpes. It's there for life. You might be told that you pop positive on HIV, right? Yes, there's medication to treat HIV, but do you really want to take all those meds if you don't have to? Or you might end up getting pregnant or getting someone else pregnant, and that's soon to be X number two or three that you have to deal with for the rest of your life. Because it just doesn't go up to 18 years old. That's a myth as well. It's for life. Remember, that child will get married one day, and then that child will maybe give you grandbabies, and then what? Fast track to nowhere. Okay, so that's another unhealthy behavior that we can engage in is being promiscuous, sleeping around, with the possibility of catching or being infected with a sexually transmitted um, disease or doing life with the child. Okay, so that's another unhealthy behavior that some of us engage in when experiencing a divorce or a breakup. Something else, unhealthy behavior number four: spending, spending, and more spending. So some people think, oh, I'm engaging in retail therapy. Well, okay, but if you can be self-aware of how much you're spending. So let's say retail therapy and you only spend like 150 bucks, 200 bucks, right? Does that count? Depends on your budget. Depends if you can afford it. Or let's say that you're on a very tight budget and then you're spending $1,000, $1,500 on a shopping spree that you can't afford because you should have made that payment to the divorce attorney. Or better yet, you should have paid me the last time you saw me. Right? So, spending habits and engaging in frivolous and out of control spending, messing up your credit, that type of thing is another unhealthy behavior that we can engage in, especially because it does have the potential to significantly impact our quality of life and all the other things that we need to do in regards to finances. Okay, one more that I'm going to discuss, another unhealthy behavior some of us engage in is also engaging in like risky behaviors. So, for example, and I already mentioned risky behaviors, but what I really needed to say is engaging in adrenaline seeking behaviors. All of a sudden, you're deciding to do the bungee jumping, the skydiving, the race car driving, or you pretend you're a race car on the highway and you're going 100 when the speed limit is 60. Y'all know who that is, right? Okay. So those things are still engaging in unhealthy behaviors. Now, it would be totally different if that's what you did prior to the divorce or the breakup, or if this is what you did for a living. I'm talking about things, engaging in behaviors that are outside of your personality, outside of your normal. Okay. Alrighty. So, ahora en español. Entonces, vamos a decir que ya decidiste, tú y tu pareja ya decidieron separarse definitivamente o tomar el otro paso de divorcio. Hay unos behaviors, how do I say behaviors en español? Hay unas actions, right, que decidimos hacer o tomar. Así es que, por ejemplo, unas acciones que no son buenas de ser es empezar a tomar que los vinos, que el licor, que mucha tequila, que mucha cerveza, ¿verdad? Porque así nos equivocamos y mientras que estamos embriagados o mientras que estamos borrachos Entonces les vamos a mandar text messages. Hay la posibilidad de mandar esos mensajes por text que, híjole, después nos vamos a arrepentir que por qué le dije esto, o por qué le mandé esta foto, o por qué le llamé a la suegra, que ya no va a ser mi suegra, o por qué le dije esto a la mejor amiga. Entonces, hay mucho riesgo en la posibilidad de hacernos más daño para cuando estamos tomando. Así es que, por favor, no tomen. Otra actividad que no es buena de hacer ya cuando decidimos tomar ese paso de separación o el divorcio es experimentar con drogas, ¿verdad? Estoy hablando de estar empezando a fumar mucha marihuana, o cocaína, am, crack, PCP. Esas cosas no son buenas para el cuerpo y también para qué empezar a, no sé, a consumir esas cosas si nomás nos vamos a hacer más daño de lo que ya estamos sufriendo, ¿verdad? Entonces me vas a decir que después de decidir moverte adelante con el divorcio, también vas a escoger ponerte así como drogadicto. No lo hagas, porque también si tienes niños, ¿verdad? ¿Qué les va a pasar a los hijos? También los pierdes porque decidiste tomar este camino. Así es que por favor no lo hagas. Otra actividad que no son buenas, no son sanas para nosotros hacer, también es, déjame ver, es decidir de estar acostándonos o hacer el sexo con varias personas, ¿verdad? Que así nada más voy a lograr olvidarme de esa pareja. Y no, no es bueno de hacerlo porque qué tal si después te toca, no sé, como una enfermedad que no puedes curarte, como herpes. ¿Qué tal si te dicen que tienes el HIV o SIDA, verdad? Y esos son más problemas de lo que ya estás experiencing, por lo que ya estás pasando. Otra gente decide gastar mucho dinero y en vez de ponerse sus cuentas o su bancario o a pagar deudas, se aumentan más las deudas o tal vez ese pago tenía que ser para el abogado o para el pago de la casa, la luz, el teléfono, no sé. Y entonces también gastar demasiado dinero cuando uno está no experimentando, pero cuando uno está sufriendo por un divorcio o una separación muy grave, que nos cala el corazón un gacho, ¿verdad? Entonces, por favor, no hagan así que se ponen en mucha deuda por estar gastando dinero que no tienen, ¿verdad? Otro último actividad que no es muy sana para nosotros de hacer es también decidir hacer como el bungee jumping, saltarse de un avión, um, hacerse como NASCAR driver, ¿verdad? The Fast and the Furious, especialmente porque si esas cosas son cosas que no son de nuestro normal, entonces por favor no hagan esas cosas porque no van a ser buenas o sanas para nosotros. Ahora, si esas eran las actividades que ya eran parte de tu vida antes de la separación o el divorcio, entonces no es algo que no es sano para nosotros, ¿ok? So if this was your career, race car driver, bungee jumper, whatever, then it's your normal. Move forward with that, right? Because that's how you make your living. Pero si es algo que no es parte de nuestra persona, no es parte de nuestro ser, no es típico de nuestros días o nuestro carácter. Entonces, por favor, no empiecen con esas cosas porque nomás se van a hacer más daño de lo que ya están sufriendo. Okay, so now it's time for my favorite part, and this is instead of Dear Abby, I'm here, so it's Dear Vero. Okay, ahora es tiempo de un segmento que me gusta y me encanta, que se llama Querida Vero, y aquí estoy para sus preguntas. Here I am for your questions. Si me quieren mandar un correo electrónico, mi address para eso es Verónica G. de González Williams at gmail.com. If you want to send me an email, it's veronicagwilliams at gmail.com. It's also in the description box below if I said it too quickly. I have my phone with me, so if you guys are going to email me, that's cool. If not, put it on the chat, and that's cool too. and or well, I'm waiting for some questions, right? Because remember, you can ask me questions in regards to this topic that I was just discussing and past topics that I covered, or anything related to relationships, either the amorous kind, right? Or friendships, relationships with your parents, your coworkers, your classmates, colleagues, and stuff like that. Let's see, what else? You can ask me stuff about mental health. That's also okay to ask. Hmm. Ok, entonces, mientras que estoy esperando que las preguntas vengan, porque tengo aquí mi teléfono, si deciden mandarme un correo electrónico o se los pueden, si quieren poner sus preguntas en el chat y se las puedo contestar live, ¿verdad? O en vivo, está bien. Mientras que estoy esperando para eso, voy a seguir platicando, charlando, porque esto es lo que me encanta hacer. Ok, déjenme ver. Recuérdense que me pueden hacer preguntas del tema que platiqué hoy o otros temas que ha hablado en el pasado. También me pueden hacer preguntas de cualquier cosa que se refiere a las relaciones o a psicoterapia, si tienen preguntas en ese sujeto, subject, right? I hope I said it right. Um, sí, me pueden hacer esas preguntas y yo felizmente las voy a contestar. Um, So I'm just going to wait just a couple of minutes. And while I am waiting, I'm also going to kindly remind you that in the description box, I also have a course that's called Get Over Your Ex. And that will help you get over your ex in 60 days. So if you just broke up like yesterday, or you just came to the conclusion that, hell no, we're divorcing yesterday, right? Instead of waiting for deep levels of sadness or depression to kick in, go down in the description box, click on my Kajabi link. It's called Get Over Your Ex. Feel better about yourself and this whole relationship thing in 60 days. Don't allow for depression to kick in. Just move forward. Move forward. Move forward. ¿Ok? Entonces le voy a recordar que también tengo un curso que se llama Get Over Your Ex. Y en vez de esperar que la depresión nos pegue profundamente, por favor, vean en la descripción ahí abajo y háganle clic al Kajabi course que se llama Get Over Your Ex y así pueden seguir adelante. Hay videos, hay handouts que les doy para así en 60 días ya estar libre del ex y ya no estar pensando en esa persona y así pueden seguir con su vida adelante. Adelante, le voy a decir otra vez más, adelante. Okay, so let me check my phone. No one's there. That's okay, because I know one day someone will be there. And so it is. And I'm just going to ahead and thank all my viewers because I know one day there's going to be a lot. And thank you, God, for this opportunity. And thank you in advance for a lot of success. And I wish all of you guys a lot of success with healing and get over that ex. All right. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Bye. Entonces ya les voy a decir adiós. Me voy a adelantar y le voy a decir adiosito, gracias por esta oportunidad y por toda mi gente que ahí está afuera, porque yo sé si no las está hoy en día, un día sí los van a estar allí y les deseo muchas felicidades y la oportunidad de get over your ex. Hasta el miércoles. Adiós.